Hi everyone, welcome to another session of Thoughts on Education, an initiative by College Dunya where we interview dignitaries to bridge the gap between students and colleges and provide insights into the institutions. So, in this session, we have with us Dr. Nagendra Rao, Professor and Director at Geetam School of Humanities and Social Studies. Dr. Rao is from political science background with a 20 years of teaching and research experience. He have completed several projects with including UNDP and Ministry of Rural Development. So he holds a master's degree from Andhra University in political science and MPhil and PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Welcome, sir. Uh, Sir, you have been the key positions in educational institutes throughout your professional career. So, what are the factors that kept you connected with the education sector?
Yeah. See, one is in a lighter answer, which I can say that it's all, we all look for our personal happiness. So whatever is a profession which gives you a kind of happiness to you, you will do well in that profession and excel also. And because of that, one thing I continuously enjoyed is reading. And what I read should not be useless. Whatever knowledge you have or whatever a novel or even a poem, when you read, you feel like sharing that the same thing to somebody else. I think education or teaching is one profession where you will get an opportunity to read and what you read to share with someone else also. There may be a student or there may be a colleague on the faculty. This is one of the best opportunities for a person who is all the time interested to read and enjoy the reading and they share the same thing what you read. That is in a personal level. But at the end of the day, if we see entire human civilization, all the time human civilization is carrying some kind of knowledge to the next generations. That is the reason why we progress to this kind of sophistication in our lives. From the primitive man to so much of the sophistication in the contemporary times, it happened because the knowledge is transferred to the generation. So I think at the end of the day, each of us as a human beings have that responsibility to transfer knowledge from the one generation to the other generation. I think education is one sector which provides maximum happiness for a transmission of knowledge from the generation to generation.
Yes, sir. So, sir, you are a director at Geetam School of Humanities and Social Studies. So, what is your philosophy of leadership and how do you describe your leadership style?
Yeah, see, the wording of the humanities and social sciences makes it much more human. That is, it is not that something leader can do. And leader is always, even corporate sector also accepted. Leader is as good as his team. So it is always, a team activity. But as a school director, what I have to do is our school is mostly interdisciplinary school, not like one disciplinary specific activity. We established lot many connections. Because of that, my job is to coordination between various departments and the various sectors of the faculty, and at the same time providing some kind of common platform to the students as well. That is at the school level. And what I am doing at the school level, I have to do the same thing at the university level. So more or less, it is a coordination and the building the consensus if there is any eventuality of the differences across the departments, and where my focus could be as a school director.
Sir, being a director, how do you strategize about different programs at the school and plans for marketing and administration of the college?
There are two ways to look into it. All programs might not serve the marketing purposes, but still they can add value to the programs which has a high market value. So we always combine both the aspects, the marketing aspect as well as the academic aspect when we are designing our programs. But at the same time, if you see our programs as of now, most of the programs have their own niche market as well. For instance, English, we are offering honors program in English, which has used opportunities opening up in a contemporary period, because online journalism or online websites, social media sites, even corporates also hiring English professionals for drafting the technical reports or fine-tuning technical reports, and the publishing houses are open to them. So these all are at a point of time English discipline used to be seen like something literature students who interested in literature only opt for it. But ever since post 1991 liberalization period, and English usage is drastically increased and across the sectors, social and economic sectors. So the role of the English faculty also drastically increased. So it is not confined anymore to literature. It is business communication, executive communication. Lot many aspects have come up, and English faculty is doing quite well in those aspects. Similarly, we have mass communication, journalism, and visual communication, which is, I think, down the line, everybody is expecting that in the next 10 years of the time, around 30-40 lakhs opportunities are going to open up in mass communication and the visual communication sector. So multimedia, basically, we know that how much usage has increased drastically the last. So that is where our opens two courses, which are one is mass communication, other one is the visual communication. And the psychology is anyway in the past also it has a huge value for the society, but now it is increased tremendously because urbanization is increasing stress among all of us, and in many cases of the depression or workload. These are the things which are making them too sensitive to see a psychology expert for once in a while to get the counseling, so that now they can carry out the day-to-day responsibilities. And the schools have opened up many counselors, and hospitals have opened up many counselors, and they are also getting opportunities there. And similarly, political science, another one. In everywhere, NGO sector to social sector to international actors to even UPSC, all these people are coming to the political science courses. So it is no more like social sciences which are not having a job potential, but job potential is tremendously increased, and we cater some kind of accordingly we cater the market marketing as well for all these courses.
What are the factors that makes the programs best for the students to opt for?
See, at the end of the day, people will come to you only when they are getting life opportunities. Otherwise, they will have to struggle in their life. So all our programs are going to meet some kind of job requirements, which we are providing all of them in various ways. And secondly, when students are coming, still most of the universities, if you see, they provide combinations like political science, psychology, and English, but not like psychology per se. And Getam is the one of the few universities in India. Earlier, it used to confine to some of the honors programs in Delhi University, or Ashoka, or some of the Flame, this kind of good universities. But now in our part of the world, not many honors programs are offered. Particularly in both the Telugu states where our Getam is located. And we are the one university which is offering honors programs exclusively disciplinary, BA Psychology, BA Political Science, BA Mass Communication, BA English. And this is the only university which is offering here. That is one reason which ultimately provide a kind of uniqueness to them. Secondly, even those universities like Kriya or Ashoka, which are offering honors program, they are primarily liberal arts institutions. Only social sciences or sciences are there. But whereas Getam is a multi-university which is having engineering, management, pharmaceutical, architects, and sciences, and social sciences and public policy, many schools are here. Because of that, we are providing interdisciplinary knowledge apart from the domain knowledge, which is psychology. But a student is interested, he can develop a management skills as well while associating with some of the courses in the management. I think in that way, Getam is uniquely positioned. Many colleges which are offering honors programs are primarily liberal arts institutions, not having management or engineering. But we have those kind of schools also within our fold. So in that way, probably if I say in this part of the world, Getam is the only university uniquely investing or highly investing in humanities and social sciences. Private colleges, private engineering colleges are not investing. Even government universities are not doing that goal in humanities and social sciences. I think our university is the only one which is investing holistically across the schools, across the faculties, across the domains. And not only that, it is trying to provide interdisciplinary education and interdisciplinary curriculum to the students who are joining to the Getam. To that extent, I think we are uniquely positioned in offering this kind of multidisciplinary, multi-sectoral or multi-domain educational curriculum.
At Geetham, how do you tend to build industry connect with these programs?
English discipline, for instance, if you take it, we are approaching the corporate houses, we are approaching the media houses, we are approaching the social media sites, and not only that, we are approaching even OTT platforms for the translations, because you know that OTT platform has been increased tremendously. Many English and foreign movies which are released through OTT platforms, they are requesting, they have a lot much demand for the Telugu translations or Malayalam translations, and our English scholars are uniquely placed to translate them. We have, for instance, in our school, we have Bengali students, Malayali students, Tamil students, Oriya students, Telugu students. All these students are getting opportunities in their respective languages to translate the English language films. So that is where we are tying up with the OTT platforms. Similarly, we are also tying up with the corporate houses for their technical report writing and other things. We are also contacting with the media houses for their editorial features to the English faculty. Similarly, mass communication and visual communication, and all the media platforms are online media to online news services like Wire, print, or the Scroll. Many online portals are available now, and our students are getting internships into those online platforms. And apart from the newspapers which are now produced here, and political science students are getting into public policy institutions, civil society organizations, NGOs. All these kind of various kind of organizations are providing internship for our political science students, and most importantly psychology students, and they are always after sought people. Schools are hiring their services, hospitals are hiring their services, so internships are they are provided. And not only that, after internship, when they really like the performance of the intern, which is associated with the aspect of the school, automatically they are absorbing our students as well into the regular positions in their respective hospitals and the schools and the corporate houses as well. So we haven't started too many programs, but whatever programs we have started, we try to place them for an internship in various across the platforms.
Yes, sir. Sir, so in the current COVID scenario, so what has been the impact of COVID on the curriculum, faculty, and the students at Geetham?
See, as far as curriculum is concerned, we haven't changed much, fortunately, because many universities, many colleges have curtailed or shortened their curriculum, but we haven't done as such because our classwork happened uninterrupted, honestly speaking. It is not to say, because our management is very young management. He knows, President knows what are the good academics, because he himself is a Stanford graduate. So once he entered into the Stanford, he knows what is the quality of education he has to offer in his institution or in his university. Because of that, he is really investing on various technologies. For instance, first thing he did was, ever since the COVID entered into our life, classwork is disrupted. We have purchased the Coursera license for all the students and all the faculty members as well. So when they are sitting at home, they can do Coursera courses in addition to what they are doing in the regular classroom. Similarly, Zoom is one of the expensive online networking platform where meetings are taking place. So many people are opting for Google Meet or Microsoft Meet or some other kind of platforms, but we have opted for the Zoom, even though we have to pay substantial amount, because it provides very user-friendly interface to the to carry out the classwork. And every student and every faculty member in the university has provided licenses so that our classwork will happen in an uninterrupted manner. Still, we do understand sometimes disruptions are happening not from the university side, but the student side. Disruptions happens because everyone, when students are sitting in their native villages, where network is not so good, when they disrupted with the classwork, they have given any time calling the faculty either through phone or through other means to know about what are the things which they have known, and our faculty is willing to do that all the time. They are taking all the calls and whatever means available at their disposal. When students have some kind of queries or doubts, we are clarifying them. I think it is we can say again, Not to emphasize too much, but I can also say that our examinations are happened on time without any delay. We completed our exams already for all the batches. And for instance, if you heard some of the universities, there is a protest from the students for conducting online examinations, and examinations have been postponed as well. But as far as Vietnam is concerned, they asked for a different mode of examination system. Initially, we used to conduct MCQs, but later on we purchased the licenses of software through which they can write a written descriptive also. They can submit online. That kind of facilities we purchased the thing, and the students, when students are demanding particular kind of facilities for them, we have provided through online platforms. Because of that, our academic calendar or academic year run very smoothly without any disruptions, and we completed examinations on time. And on time, we are waiting for the government to permit. Otherwise, we want to resume our classes as well, because we completed our examinations way back in May itself. If pandemic is not there, how you conduct the examinations? We conduct in the same manner, and we conduct it because we have imparted the knowledge to them. It's not something for the sake of completing the examinations. We haven't done that. So as such, it affected as a teacher, because I want my students to be in front of me virtually when they are meeting. Sometimes disruptions are there. Some students could not turn on their videos. I do disappoint not having their presence around me, but that hasn't affected that much seriously our entire teaching. That I can confidently can say that.
Yes, sir. Good to know the initiatives taken by Geetam. So, sir, lastly, do you have any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students, sir?
Yeah. See, what I feel is that many students do come here. Some students are very clear. They have some interest in a particular discipline. So they come and up for that discipline. But some students, they are in a dilemma. When they come, what discipline they have to opt, whether this political science or in English or psychology. I always inform them that I think society has moved too far. Earlier, there is a notion that engineering used to provide jobs more. Or management students get more jobs than the humanities students. I do agree with that. I'm not still, it is the prevalent notion, but not so in the Western countries. In Western countries, humanities students are getting more opportunities than the engineering and probably management students, because humanities provide critical thinking, and opportunities to look in a different angles, which are required for the contemporary markets. So even corporate sectors are also hiring humanities students for that critical perspective when they have to take the management decisions. So as a result, opportunities have been tremendously increased. Otherwise, also you see in our India, for instance, if you take in India, our agriculture sector contribution to GDP is now around 14%. Our industrial sector contribution is around 21%. Whereas service sector has grown up to 60 to 65% in terms of GDP contribution. So proportionately, the job opportunities are also available in the service sector. So what is the service sector? Service sector is basically the entertainment sector, the movie sector, the television sector, the banking sector, hospitality sector, hotel management sector. All these jobs are related around multimedia sector. All these jobs are related to basically humanities and the social sciences, not to the engineering or management. So the sky is the limit. If you have a talent and if you have enough of the critical eye in your own discipline, certainly you get the jobs and you are going to get good packages as well for the jobs you are entering. So I advise the students only one thing: whatever may be the discipline, that is not a constraint on your standing in your life in terms of the jobs and opportunities. The only thing is you have to be the excel in the field you are choosing, whatever field you are choosing. So go with your heart, what you like the most, and invest your time, money, value, everything in that, and gain as much knowledge as possible. Develop a critical eye, and opportunities will come in over there. That is what I can say to the students.
So thank you for the insightful session, sir. I'm sure the viewers and students will have many takeaways from your session, and they'll get a better idea while selecting their courses and pursuing career options. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for College India and all the viewers who are watching this program. Thank you very much.